Okay, so we're going to try this for the third time. I'm hoping that it works. Um, I'm hoping that it works. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. Hi, I'm Berns. We are continuing on for our final part of our class for today, where we wanted to talk about the detox symptoms. So we had an awesome first part of the class. Let me know what is happening on your end. I'll give you guys a chance to tune in and to get started here, but it looks like it's working. It looks like it's working. Yeah, I've got a few viewers. Let me know in the comments if you can see me, if you can hear me, if this is coming through smoothly at all. I changed my settings to have this stream through the Facebook on a lower resolution so that it's not HD, but you know, it kind of looks all the same to me. Maybe it's a little bit blurrier, but I don't care. Don't need to see it super clear, just need to see me so you get a sense of what's going on here. And let me quickly, again, share this out to the different groups so you guys know that it is running and that we are back on. Awesome, I see the numbers starting to go up, so people are refreshing their browsers. I do apologize for that, but you know, technology, you know, it happens. So sharing it to my favorite groups, as you all know: Solid Food Vacation / Juice Feasting, Juicing and Raw Food Support Group for your healing journey, Juicing for Health, Juicing Mama, and there was another one, Karen Surratt's group, but I'm not in that group as yet, so I don't have that one on my list, but I will get on top of that after this broadcast. And then we are also going to share it to the Dr. Morse groups. And hello if you're watching from any of these groups. I love you guys. I love that we are here together. And I think this lower resolution is going to work. It seems like it's running okay. And yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So let me know. I see Carlene has a message on the Facebook side. There is a little bit of a delay. Awesome. There's a little bit of a delay on my iPad side of things. So I could also just look at this for my comments. Actually, that's a really good idea. Holly, Lunge, Kat, and some other people are watching. Hello, Diane, you're back. Lana says all good. Got the thumbs up from Kat. Perfect from Eunice. No interruptions, all good here. Miros is watching as well. What's the quality like on your side? Can you see me all right? Can you see it? Can you see it? All right, I'm under my blankie. I just turned off my heater in the last broadcast that we had. It's so hilarious. You know, I'm either freezing cold or too warm, but that's just how it goes. So, as you guys know, so continuing on from that last segment just now, we are going to go through, we're going to experience detox symptoms when we go through a detox protocol. Like, it's just, it makes sense, right? The reason why we're doing this, when you ask yourself and you understand what the reason is why we're doing this to clear out and clean out the toxicity that has been built up in our bodies over decades of, you know, poor lifestyle habits, over decades of medication that we've taken, pain medication, over-the-counter medication, creams, lotions, all that stuff has gone into our body. For those of us who've had chemotherapy, radiation, surgeries, CT scans, medical procedures, all of that stuff that they put into us to treat these diseases, you know, air quotes, because there's a whole concept within this whole field that, you know, and Dr. Morse talks about this at length, and I agree with him because I've been participating in the medical side of things for 9 years since I was first diagnosed with cancer. And what we can see and what we know is that doctors want to put a lot of labels on things, you know? You notice that? They want to label you with a certain diagnosis so that they can treat you with a certain drug. Yes, I think intentionally, I think most doctors really are out there to try, they really do want to help us, but they know firsthand that they don't know what the hell they're doing, right? It's a guessing game half the time. and they fill us full of pharmaceutical medications that bring up a whole bunch of other conditions, right? We've got all these toxins inside of our body. One of my clients, her father, a family that I'm coaching, the father has very, 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 very low blood pressure, and started the juice cleanse, and blood pressure went even lower and was freaking out. And I went through everything that was going on with the daughter, and we went through his list of medications and what the side effects were of those medications and what the medications were for in the first place that he was taking them. Here he is taking 2 medications for a condition that he no longer suffers from, that the side effect, the number one side effect is, you guessed it, low blood pressure. So we we have to be smart about what we're doing. We have to really look at why are we taking the things that we're taking, and what can we do ourselves to clear the need to take all these medications. So when we go through this process and we put ourselves on a beautiful protocol like a lot of us are doing here with the juicing for X amount of days. I'm doing grape juice for 40 days, maybe longer, maybe shorter, I don't know, but I'm going to aim for 40 and see what happens. Right? When we do this, the body is going to start releasing toxins from the system. And where do those toxins go? They go into our bowels to be pooped out. Well, I'm going to talk about the poop. Yes, I am. It goes into our kidneys to be flushed out in our urine, right? So you want to check your urine every day for filtration, and we're going to have a whole class on kidney filtration, because for me, I really do believe, and for everybody, that is the holy grail of this whole detoxification process. The holy grail is getting those kidneys filtered. Once we can see the filtration coming through in our kidneys, and we can understand what we have been doing with that, getting the kidneys to filter so that we do not carry around all of this toxic lymphatic waste, right? When we can excrete all of that stuff out of the body, it's even just stirring up all of this lymphatic stagnation within the cells, we're going to feel it. We're going to feel that. We're going to feel a condition as we create it. We're going to feel a condition as we get rid of it. And in between that, we're also going to feel the condition, but we're really going to feel it strong when we get something, and we're going to feel it really strong when we're getting rid of something. It's important to remember that and not be freaked out by that. So I want to go through what some of the detox symptoms are. And let's just check in on the comments here. Lana is watching, Shannon is watching, Janetta is watching. Bear says, I have a bad habit of getting off work and binge eating every single day. I will go through 2 fast food drive-thrus on the drive home and stuff my face and throw away the evidence so family doesn't know. Oh, God bless you, honey. I know, I understand. That is it's so heartbreaking for us when we see what we're doing and when we understand why and how this is so destructive for us, but then we cannot seem to pull ourselves out of it. You know, in the comments, guys, I want you guys to, I'm sending you so much love right now, Beers. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm sending you so much love, and I do encourage everybody who is watching this now and on the replay, give Beers, let's lift him up with love right now. Let's just take this moment to hold him in pure love and light right now as he struggles through this part of his journey. I get it. The struggle is frigging real, man. We're here with you. We're here. We are here. You're not alone in this, Spears. You're not alone in this. I want you to know that anything that you struggle with, you can come through that on the other side. All right? Let's give him some love, guys. Let's give him some love. Let's give him some love. You say, now I keep a jar of juice in my car sitting there so I see it as soon as I get in the car So now I'm trying to break that habit of to drink juice all the way home instead. Oh my God, honey, I love you for that. I love you for recognizing what you want to do better for yourself. Pain, thank you so much. She's sending you some love there, Bears. You're not alone. So many of us deal with that, you know. It's so hard to break out of these old habits and these old patterns. Oftentimes they can be very self-destructive, and then we look at it and we go, damn, why am I continuing to do that thing that I really don't want to do anymore? And we've talked about giving ourselves grace while we're on this process, you know, while we're on this journey. And sometimes that's something that we don't do nearly often enough. We beat ourselves up so much, and we have to we have to give ourselves a break, and we have to stop doing that, and we have to recognize that wherever we are on the journey, whatever we're experiencing, whatever we're going through, is really just part of the bigger journey. Listen, I have done so much self-destructive stuff to myself in the, you know, confusion and depression and the trying to find the reason why I'm experiencing all the stuff, you know, cancer, stomach being removed in December of 2011, a month after I was diagnosed with this cancer, my marriage of 30 years ending, you know, alcoholism, depression, suicidal thoughts. Like, I've been through it. Lining up with my love for myself again, that has been really, really challenging. And through that, I've done a lot of self-destructive things because I could not bring myself to love myself because I didn't feel like I was worthy. The self-worth, the worthiness is a real thing that a lot of us do not really realize. Oh my God, why can't I love myself all the way there? Remember, I talked about this before in a previous video where I was smoking cigarettes 2 weeks into this juice cleanse in the beginning of June, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why can't I love myself all the way there? So I want to really encourage you, Bears, to stay with it. You're making some better choices for your habits, for your routines. What I recommend is walking with as more juice than you think you are going to need, and more, you know, if you want to pack if you want to do it all juicing, which I do highly recommend because I know the power of it, and I know how much of an impact this can have on your life. I definitely encourage you to walk with a cooler with ice so that it's not sitting in a warm car. Although now, you know, it's pretty cool out everywhere. Kind of your car is kind of like its own cooler depending on where you live, right? I really encourage you to take more juice than you need. And if you can just sip on that juice and be full and just understand that you're just doing the best that you can, and that you got your tribe behind you here. You have your community of juicy juicers behind you, and know that you're gonna overcome this. You will overcome it. It's about learning how to love yourself one sip at a time. That's all you can do. That's all any of us can do. Okay. Janetta is sending you hugs. Kristen says you can do it. Bringing juices for the ride home is a great help. It does get better and easier. Hugs and strength for you. So yeah, so that is a real thing, man. I do empathize with you. I know what that's like. It's like, why am I driving through this damn drive-through again? I said I wasn't going to do this. I don't want to do this. Like, I can do this better. What I want you to do, everybody who's struggling with this, everybody who's struggling with making that right choice for themselves, what I want you to do is I want you to just say, I can love myself all the way there. I can love myself all the way there. I can love myself all the way there, all the way home with my juice. I can love myself all the way there. I can love myself all the way there. I'm asking for help from the universe. I'm calling on Berns. I'm calling on everybody in the Juicy Juicer community. I think I just made a name up for ourselves. The Juicy Juicers. We're juicy. This is a juicy, listen, this is a juicy journey. This is a juicy ride that we're on. I totally get it. It's juicy. Bear says, thank you, everyone. Yeah, man. Listen, we're behind you. You're not alone on this journey. We got you. All right? When you stumble and fall, we're going to be here to help you back up. We're going to help you dust off your knees, dust off your elbows, and we're going to go, come on, you can do it. You can, come on, keep going. It's okay. Falling down, who cares? No big deal. Getting back up, that's where the secret sauce is, you know? That's where the real secret sauce is. That's where the, I'm saying your name right? Okay, that's awesome, honey. That's awesome. We love you. You're loved. You're supported. You're valuable. You're worthy. You got this. Okay, so what I want to do is talk about those detox symptoms. So the detox symptoms that you might experience, let's get into that. And I am going to post this in the on my website for you guys, okay? So the healing crisis. So in your books, if you have the book, and I do recommend for this class that you get the Detox Miracle source book. It is my textbook. It is my resource guide. It is my go-to for everything detox related, for everything health and regeneration related. It is Dr. Morris's beautiful work, body of work, and it is worth its weight in gold. So when we go through the detox symptoms, if you look at all the detox symptoms, you're going to be like, damn, that sounds like a hell of a journey. And it is. But you know what? It's a journey that we are worth. We're worth clearing out the stuff out of our bodies. We are worth the effort that it takes to buy the good quality juice, to juice the good quality fruits. It is worth every penny. It is worth every ounce of energy, because you only have one body. And how are you feeling now anyhow? Most of us, not so good, right? That's what brought us to this work. And those of us who are feeling good, who are pretty good, like I was feeling good on my juice, 80% juice and 20% raw food, but I wanted to accelerate that. I wanted to feel what it felt like to go another intense juicing journey. So that's why I'm doing it this time. Beers said, I'm surprised I went all day yesterday on just juice. Not eating for one day is huge for me. Yes, it is huge for all of us, because we have so much mental addiction on the topic of food. The mental addiction issues around food for everybody is ingrained in us. It's culturally, it's related culturally, right? We associate food with celebrating. We associate food with grieving. We associate food with partying. We associate food with coming together with family. When we eat food, we think about food. We think about, what am I going to eat? What should I eat? What could I eat? What did I eat? What do I feel guilty about eating? Why can't I eat that? And we have all of these, you know, intense thoughts and feelings and emotions wrapped up in food. So doing this kind of a program where we're putting down the everything associated with thinking about food, right? We're not thinking about food. We are focused on our nutrition and getting all of our solid nutrition from our juice. And this jumpstarts not only our body detoxing, but the mental, emotional, spiritual detox, so that we are not, you know, it's beneficial. We are not all caught up in and absorbed with food all the time and thinking about that. So it's a break from the mental gymnastics that we go through around food. Now, in the beginning, it's going to be really hard to distract yourself so that you do not feel that pull all the time. Like when Kaya sat down here at the end of the first part of our first class today, and she had her orange, I was like, oh my God, that smells so good. Can I have a bite? That was what went through my head. And then I was like, oops, nope, I can't. I'm not. So the healing crisis, so the following are some examples of the healing crisis that can happen during the cleansing process, and it doesn't have to always happen. There are mild variations of mild cleansing effects right into strong cleansing effects. And what's good to know is that as I read through these symptoms that you might experience, just go through it and hear that and understand that, oh, okay, so if I'm drinking all my juice and I'm doing what I need to do and I'm doing it by the book, right? And I'm experiencing any of these things, then that means I'm detoxing. So here is the list of everything that you may experience, and not everything that you may experience, but the most common things that you might experience on your healing journey. You might get this kind of all happening together, and it feels like you're in a crisis mode, and that's why Dr. Morris has termed these the healing crisis. So mild cleansing effects are as follows, and like I said, I'm going to post this on my website so that you can have a look and see, you know, as you go through your process and your healing and your journey, you might want to read through that, and because you might get something happening and you're like, what the hell is happening? Like, I'm scared. And when you see that it's actually something that you're going to expect to experience, if it happens, you know that, oh, okay, that's a detox symptom. I can handle it. Does this detox symptom, what? Wait. This detox symptom means that it's stuff clearing out of my body. It's stuff I'm bringing to the surface in order to heal. Okay, no problem. I got this. I'll deal with the pain. I'll deal with the discomfort. I'll put myself into bed. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to, you know, focus on my healing. Understand that this is just a detox symptom and I don't need to freak out about it. I'm not going to die. You're not going to die. All right? But if you feel like you are, take yourself to the emergency room. But you're not, you shouldn't feel like you're dying. If you feel that bad, then you need to get in touch with me. You need to send me a message on Messenger, an email through the website, something, a DM through Instagram, and you need to say, Berns, this is what I'm feeling, all right? Should I be scared? What's going on? Oh my goodness. So message me. Do not hesitate to message me. Kat, I will address your question about the vegan protein powder in a little bit, okay? Let's read through the mild cleansing effects. Cold and flu-like symptoms. What? You get a flu? Oh my God, I have COVID? No, you're detoxing, okay? A cold and a flu-like symptom is the body's first and natural response to toxicity in the body. And when we're detoxing, it's normal to experience cold and flu-like symptoms because that's your body trying to expectorate or get out and remove this foreign chemistry in the body. When we're super toxic and we get a lot of colds and a lot of flus, that's because your body is naturally trying to expel what you're doing. When you're doing a detox program and you're actually doing the juicing that we're doing, your body is going to pull and astringe all of that lymphatic waste from the interstitial or the spaces around every single cell where it's congested and constipated. Yes, not just in your bowels, but every single cell in your body. And it's going to expectorate and try to get that crap out. It's going to come out of every orifice that your body can excrete from. Dr. Morris has even talked about people who've had parasites literally coming out of the pores in their skin. Like, damn, that is some serious heavy duty detox. But those parasites are in the body and they can't get out. except for through whatever means that it's going to try to come out in your body. Hopefully, we're going to get your kidneys opened up, we're going to get your adrenals functioning, we're going to get the lymphatic fluid filtering all that waste material out of the body through the kidneys and through into the urine and out of the body. We're going to be, your bowel movements are going to change, and it's going to freak you out, and I don't want you to be freaked out, but your bowel movements are going to change. Mine already have. My God, this grape juice is fast. It is fast acting, and my bowel movements today, well, let me just say, it's working. The sulfur that I can see in it, the sulfur that I can smell in it, the color of it, the consistency of it. Now, just to let you know, I take a photo of every single bowel movement when I am in an accelerated detox program, because I want to see, I want to understand exactly how my body is clearing out this stuff and exactly how it is cleansing this stuff out of me. And so what I do is I take a photo of every bowel movement before I flush that toilet, because I want a record. I want to see over time what my body gets rid of. And what you're going to notice, and some of you who are doing this for the first time, you're going to be surprised, but your bowel movements are going to get more, first of all, you're going to continue to have bowel movements all the way through this. And if you don't, we need to address that, and you need to take, there's a few things that you can take to encourage your body to continue to have a bowel movement. But most people have 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 bowel movements a day, because it's the power of the juice to clear out and flush and scrub through all of the stuck, lymphatic, stagnant bowel material that has been stuck in our small intestines for decades. It's amazing that we poop as much as we do when we're doing this, but that is good, and that's what you can expect. And your bowel movements might get more runny. It might seem like, oh my God, I'm having diarrhea. You're not having diarrhea in the traditional sense of the word and the term. What's happening is that your body is flushing out. It's like taking a power washing hose to the inside of your intestines, and it's hosing down all of the stuff that's been stuck and stagnant and putrefied and decaying and hardened, and that mucoid plaque, the mucus lining that our body coats our intestines with, so that we don't burn it up with the acid that we're pouring into our mouths and into our bodies with all these crazy things that we're doing. So cold and flu-like symptoms. Low-grade fevers, 99 to 100 Fahrenheit. A fever is just another way for your body to raise its temperature so you can sweat out the toxins. So don't be afraid of the fever. It could go up to as much as, I think I've heard him talk about, 104, 105 with safely. Coughing with or without discharge is another one. Clear and yellow mucus discharge from the nose or throat. The lungs, the bronchi, etc. This mucus may include blood. So remember, these are all mild cleansing effects. Let me know if you guys are resonating with any of this, whether you've had any of these symptoms before or you're experiencing them now. Let me know in the comments, and don't bother writing it down. I will have all this for you on the website, okay? Minor aches and pains. So as our lymphatic congestion is breaking up and moving around and getting ready to clear out and move out of our system, we're going to experience that. It's going to feel painful, very possible. Mucus in the stools, yes. Mucus in the urine, yes. Loss of energy might go up and down, yes. A lot of us, we're giving up coffee and stimulants. We're giving up meat, which is all stimulant based, right? So you might have a loss of energy because you're stopping the external stimulants, and your body is experiencing that. You might also have a loss of energy because your body is healing. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort to undergo the detoxification and regeneration process. We're rebuilding, we're regenerating tissues and organs, guys. That takes a lot of energy. So you might feel really tired. If you feel really tired, I want you to go to bed. I know that's not possible for everybody, but we've got to find a way to stop, slow down, rest when our body tells us we're resting. This is serious business for a lot of us. This is serious business. Look at Cindy. Look at Beers. Look at these things that some of us are dealing with. The open tumors. So one of my clients, one of my friends on Facebook sent me a picture of her open tumor on the outside of her skin. I'd only seen stuff like that in the Dr. Moore certification program that I was in, that I was enrolled in. I'd never seen anything like that before. The stuff that some of us are healing, right? Your body needs to rest. This is like my friend whose dad is all gallivanting to IKEA and driving himself, 82 years old. God bless him. I love that energy. That's going to be me. But, you know, low blood pressure, very, very low blood pressure. But, you know, wanting to go gallivanting. Sit down, Dad. Sit down. You gotta listen to your body. Your body's got some serious work to do to heal these adrenal glands. Low blood pressure like that, that's adrenal weakness, right? Cindy, this condition that you're dealing with, heavy, massive, low adrenal weakness, like low adrenals, big time adrenal weakness. So we know that we need to respect the energy level that our body is telling us. And if our energy is taking a nosedive, it's because we're in healing mode. I need to turn on my heat. I'm sorry, I'm a little too chilly now. 1 second. And I think I should plug in my phone as well. There we go. Okay, where were we? Oh, I asked a question if anybody else is experiencing any detox symptoms. So let me know that in the comments as we go through here. So Lana said joint aches is a big one for me. Yes, so joint pain, achiness in the joints is a big one. Yeah, that's it. Kat says been dealing with foot bursitis since August and back pain since 2011. I hope it helps. Thanks, Berns. Yes, it will. I have had bursitis in my feet as well. Oh my God, that is so painful. And I noticed that that's one of the first things that that really settled down for me. So that is going, you should experience some easing of that. And remember, acids corrode and they make things stick together. They make things lock down. Acids in the body also leaches calcium from our bones. So our bones, our skeletal system, because of our skeletal system, calcium is one of the largest occurring mineral in the body. And calcium is also has a cooling effect on the acids, right? When we have heartburn, what do? You take a Tums, right? Or you take some Pepto-Bismol. The Tums, that is calcium, and what that does is that cools down the heat from the acid. Acid is hot. So when we have a lot of acid in the system, why do our bones and joints hurt so much? Why do we get arthritis? Because it's pulling calcium from our bones. It's weakening the connective tissue in the body. It is, you know, taking away the cartilage from in between the joints, and then they start rubbing together, and it causes a lot of pain. Inflammation and pain are the first signs of acidosis, of the body's natural response to deal with acid. We get redness, that is blood rushing in to take care of the injury with nutrients. So all of these kind of things, they all work together. So as we remove the acid that is in the diet, we remove the cause of what causes the pain, the bursitis. Anytime you have itis after a condition, arthritis, bursitis, appendicitis. I had my appendix removed when I was 7 years old and almost died from that experience. Colitis, diverticulitis. Anytime you have an itis, it's an inflammation. Itis is inflammation. It means inflammation. So as you turn that around, as you're changing the chemistry under which your body is experiencing life, Every disease happens under an acid sky, and all healing, health, rejuvenation, vitality happens under an alkaline sky. So as you put these juices in and you alkalize your body and you stop the pulling of calcium from your bones, right? The calcium buffering effect doesn't happen anymore. The cholesterol buffering effect doesn't happen anymore. We were talking about how is this going to affect your liver function. Remember, you asked that earlier. I can't remember who asked that now. Who asked about liver function again? It was one of the guys here. So as you change the chemistry in your body, your liver doesn't have to. You don't have to have as much cholesterol rushing in. Cholesterol is a fat. Right, our lipids, our lymphatic system is a lipid-based system. A lipid-based system, it's fat. It needs the fat to deal with the acid, right? So the body is going to throw more cholesterol into the bloodstream, into the body when we are more acidic. That's why we have people with cholesterol problems. That's why, like me, I have a cholesterol ring around my eye, my iris. It's got that blue kind of tape-like looking edge around my brown eyes. And what that is, it's not cataracts. It's not because I'm getting old. It's because over time, my body is getting more and more cholesterol built up because I'm acidic. Look at me. I got end-stage disease in the body, cancer. It's serious, right? You don't have cancer show up without having a very long history of lymphatic stagnation, waste material not being removed from your body, and it being stagnant in there, and that acid is going to damage the tissue that is within the organs that are for you weakest. So you might get breast cancer because that might be where your genetic weakness is, the weak material that was passed down by your parents, right? And by your grandparents and great-grandparents and on and on. So clearing out this alkalizing your body and clearing out these toxins, you're going to have these symptoms show up. So that includes the bursitis that you were talking about, Lana. Kat, you were talking about that, Kat. Lana says, I have chronic severe anemia requiring weekly iron infusions. Long-term juicing is the only way my body can raise on iron levels on its own. It's like magic. Oh God, yeah, I'm incredibly anemic too. And did you know when they wanted to send me into surgery to have my liver removed, they called me and said, this was this past spring, they called me and they said, you're anemic. I said, okay, well, what do I need to do? I had just started my juicing program, and I was like, oh yeah, what's the doctor going to tell me? What do I need to do, doc? And they told me that I need to eat more iron. I need to eat more animal meat, more organ meat. And I just thought, dude, you're going to kill me on that operating table if I go in with a body high in acid on organ meat. And I want to tell you something. It's not the problem is not the presence of iron in your diet. And this is where doctors are wrong. Straight up, they're wrong. They think that you're not absorbing iron, so we're going to give you more iron so you can absorb more iron. But if you're malabsorbed because your small intestines are coated with mucoid plaque because of all the dairy and all the crap you've eaten your entire life, and you cannot absorb into the intestines the minerals and the iron that is there for your body to then utilize it, then it goes from the intestines, from absorption, to the liver for utilization of those minerals and that iron, then we're going to be anemic, right? So you can't fix a deficiency problem. You can't even say that you're deficient in something until you heal the absorption issue. So they want to tell you you're deficient and therefore take these iron supplements, take these iron pills, which we know just wrecks your intestines. It makes you super constipated. It makes you feel like absolute crap. It doesn't matter. Eating or ingesting more iron, especially if you're going after it with red meat and organ meat, is not going, it's going to keep you from absorbing your nutrients. You're in a constant uphill battle with that. You're spinning your wheels in mud, and you're never going to heal from that. You're never going to heal from that. So what we need to do is we need to heal the intestines by doing this kind of juicing protocol, which let me remind myself to drink because I know I'm low. Let me see what else people are saying. You guys are amazing. I love this class. Bears is saying, oh wait, I do have a lot of heartburn, but I always have that. Should I just ignore heartburn or take an antacid pill for it? Well, when you take an antacid pill, you're just going after the symptom, and you're never going to heal from anything if you're going after the symptom and not addressing the cause. The cause of the heartburn is what you want to go for, and the cause of your heartburn is all the chemistry that you're putting in. It's acid on top of acid. Every time you go into that drive-through, Bears, I want you to think of this. What am I eating? What chemistry am I putting in my body? Just stop thinking about food if you can and babe, I know that there is a lot of emotional stuff that is wrapped up in all of, when we see friends like you and like all of us who have issues with food addiction, there's a lot of emotional stuff behind that where we're pushing down and we're suppressing the emotions that we feel coming up. Like we don't even realize what those emotions are until you start really working on unlocking this side of yourself, unlocking the pain that you're repressing, that you're pushing down. So you can either suppress the physical symptoms or you can suppress the emotional symptoms, right? The mental symptoms by putting in food, by taking antibiotics, by taking pain medication. All of that is suppressing something. And what you suppress now, you're going to have to deal with later. So we need to remember that. So instead of suppressing, remind yourself that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. Whatever it is you're suppressing, that you're trying to distract yourself from feeling, it's okay to feel it. You don't have to identify with it. You don't have to say, I am depression. No, you're not. You're just feeling a little depressed or a lot depressed. You don't have to say, I am, fill in the blank, disempowered. No, it's not that you are disempowered, it's that you're feeling disempowered. But when you address the emotional side of this detox, and you can start understanding what am I suppressing by making this trip to the drive-through? Is it, whatever it is, you need to bring that up to the surface, just like any physical condition. To heal from anything physically in the body or emotionally, you have to bring it to the surface, to look at it and to deal with it and to not run away from it and to stand strong in the middle of the dark night of that soul and to say, I'm going to make it through this. It's okay. I'm going to feel what I'm going to feel. And hopefully you can work with somebody who is capable and caring enough to help guide you through and to hold space for you as you work through that emotional process that you're going through. So I feel for you, honey. Jody says, Jody, you said I'm in the UK, can't get that grape juice. Can I use black grapes? Yes, you can, Jody. Yes, you can. Lana says, absolutely, Berns. It's crazy that doctors don't understand. I know. It's crazy. No symptoms now, but in the past have had all the detox in Dr. Morse's book. Have such allergy symptoms, thyroid nodules, had balloons, sinuplasty in the spring to breathe. Also had antibiotics twice this year, which I really need to detox. Yeah, man, I get it totally. Hey, Russell, you're here too. Hi, how are you doing? Larry says, hey, lady, I miss you. It's been a long time. I've been losing weight, according to my wife, but that might be attributed to eating less, or maybe it's the stress of losing my mom. Oh, I know. God bless you, Larry. I'm sorry, honey. Either way, I have been losing weight. It motivates me to work out more. Larry, that's awesome, honey. You know, I'm not working out on my program because this is not a time for me to work out. This is a time for me to heal. And excess weight in the body is our body's natural ability to buffer us from the acid diet that we've been eating, highly due to the high protein crap that a lot of us in the fitness industry thought and bought into. Come to find out, it's all a myth, all based in the moolah, right? Stick around, Larry. I hope that you can get some value from these classes that I'm teaching here right now. And a lot of people are, so this is wonderful. Let's see here. Alexander mentioned Justin Moore. You're late. That's okay. That's okay. You catch it on the replay. It's all good if you're late. Your time, you're here now. You're right on time, my friend. You're right on time. Do they need to be organic, your grapes? Preferably. That's why I love having the organic grape juice. And on part 1 of this class, at the beginning of my last video, part 1, I showed you the reasons why Dr. Morris believes, right from his own mouth, why this is a beneficial way to go. If you don't have access to fresh organic grapes, this is an awesome option. So it's better if it's organic. When you have a fruit that has a very thin skin that you're going to be eating, as opposed to oranges where you're peeling them, or watermelon where you're peeling them, or pineapple, it is better to go with organic for sure. If you can't get organic, Dr. Morris recommends this type of grape juice, as long as it's organic, fresh pressed, in a glass bottle, not made from concentrate, right? Not from concentrate. Then it is beneficial to use. Okay, let's continue on. We're just on the mild cleansing effects, guys, but how about this, right? Are you learning a lot? Are you having fun? Let me know in the comments. Send me send me an emoji in the comments if you are having fun. I am having so much fun, and I'm going to type in, let's see, I'm having fun. If you're having fun, type in that that emoji with the shades. All right, we are having fun. We're learning. We're understanding. We're really unpacking the types of detox symptoms that you might experience with this. Okay. Where was I? I was on lack of energy. I'm only halfway down the first part, but I think this is really important to go through. You know, these symptoms, I don't just want to read them through and rattle them off. I want to give you some understanding about why you might be experiencing them, because they can feel really uncomfortable when you go through them. If you can look at this as the thing that your body just naturally is going to experience because you're clearing out the crap, and as you're clearing this stuff out, once it's cleaned out and healed, once you don't slow down on your detox and pull it back with food, right? Once you recognize that this is your body's way of cleaning itself out, and you decide, I'm just gonna go heavier, I'm just gonna drink more juice to really pull this out of me. Understand that as long as you don't go back to eating the way you were eating before to get you into this condition, you're not going to experience these things anymore, right? You're going to be healed from it. This is where healing happens. This is the divine art of healing, through experiencing the detox. You can't experience healing without experiencing the shit being pulled out of you that you need to heal. And as that stuff comes up, you're going to feel it. It's going to feel like a cold and flu-like symptom. You might have a fever. You might have heavy coughing with or without a discharge, clear and yellow mucus discharge from your nose and throat. I have that all the time. I'm on this grape juice and oh my God, I'm getting stuff out. Minor aches and pains, mucus in the stool, mucus in the urine, loss of energy, rashes and itching. All right, you're going to experience all of these things, or maybe not, but maybe you will. So understand that when you really start clearing this stuff out, this is where the magic is. This is where the detox happens. It feels sometimes really shitty, but it is so necessary for the body to heal. You want this out of you. You don't want to be afraid of a little detox. I mean, you don't want to be afraid of a little fever. You want to be in that fever and you want to be sweating it out and you want to be going, yeah, give it to me. I can take it. Give it to me. This is why I came. This is why I friggin' came to this detox. To get this stuff out of me, bring it. I'm vomiting, bring it. I want to get it out. All right? Not that I wish anybody to be vomiting. God, I hate to vomit. I hate that so much. Okay, rashes and itching. Same thing. If your kidneys are not quite up to speed as yet, you're going to get predominance of rashing and itching. And that can include eczema, that can include your urticaria, your rashes, your hives, all of that stuff. It's just your body's way of getting that stuff out through the skin, right? Through the skin. Janetta says she's loving it. Tina says always learning and having fun. Fun from San Diego. Awesome. Hello, Tina. Bears is having quadruple the fun. Awesome. And Payne is having fun as well, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy. I know. I see you here watching. Type in your emojis, you know, have fun with this. Listen, we're here to have fun in this experience. I could sit here until 8 o'clock tonight talking to you guys about this. I just absolutely love it. It just, isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing how much we are learning about our bodies? I'm just like totally blown away. If you're finding this of incredible value, don't hesitate to share this on your wall. Hit the share button, share this on your wall, because you never know who needs to hear this and who can grow from this, right? Don't be a nice friend, share it. Okay. Disease symptoms increasing temporarily. So you might feel worse in your disease symptoms temporarily. That's a natural healing. Mild cleansing effects. Wait till you guys, wait till I get to the strong cleansing effects. Oh my God. Some things that people go through, I tell ya, God bless you. Mucus from the eyes, mild headaches, minor blurred vision. I had one of my clients have some minor blurred vision go on, and he was freaking out. I was like, it's a detox symptom. Are you doing everything that we were talking about that you want to be doing for this detox? And he's like, yep, I've been on it, Berns. And I was like, it's a detox symptom then, babe. Don't worry, it'll clear up. And you know what? The next day or two, it cleared back up. And he was like, wow, that was pretty cool. You know, minor vertigo. So one of my clients, Claire, we were speaking yesterday, if you're watching this, about vertigo. So you might get that. Vertigo is where you feel off balance, you can feel very nauseous. It's an inner ear issue, and that inner ear issue has to do with lymphatic stagnation in the head. And as you start breaking up, wherever you are lymphatically stagnant, you might have and you will have some experience of some of those older conditions, remember. And the vertigo in the head, the stagnation in the head around, you know, this part of your body, especially if you've had your tonsils removed, but not necessarily. I have vertigo at times too. I used to have it really, really bad, where I couldn't get out of bed and it was scary. I have tinnitus ringing in my ear still. I'm looking forward to that symptom going away, but that's going to take a longer time to heal. Anything that's in the head that is above, this far above where the kidneys are, is going to take longer to drain, because it's got to go through draining through all these different systems, and you're furthest away from the kidneys, the major eliminative organs. So you're going to be in for a bit of a ride. Weight loss, average 8 to 15 pounds in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Larry, did you hear that? One of the detox side effects is you might lose 8 to 15 pounds in 2 weeks. And in fact, all of my clients always lose weight on this program. Our weight is our body's mechanism to protect us from the acids that we've got in here. So as you go through this detox program, and if you're really doing it in a way that is really detoxifying for your body, you're going to, your body does not need to hold on to the weight. And anybody who's dealing with weight, Beers, Larry, myself, all of us, anybody, you know, most of us, some people are dealing with excessive thinness, which is also a symptom of acidosis, right? When we're really acidic, we have a lot of mucus built up in our small intestine, where mucoid plaque. You can have the skinniest, slimmest, most athletic, beautiful looking person on the outside, but you could be malabsorbed because you're stagnant in here. And it's the same thing. We're all suffering under malabsorption issues, right? Some of us, that shows up in the body as the body filling our interstitial spaces with excess water, excess fat. And when you start detoxing on this program, it's going to flush out the excessive inflammation, padding, the excessive fat. And so what I want you to do, if you are experiencing some weight issues, I want you to thank your body for the fat and for the inflammation that it is rushed in to protect you with. Instead of thinking of your fat as something to be despised and hated and embarrassed about, I want you to say to your body, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for doing what you have done so that I don't kill myself on all this acid crap and medicine and medication and poor lifestyle choices that I've been doing for 55 years. Thank you for protecting me. I really love you. I really appreciate you. Excess fat, excess weight. But I understand why you're here now, and I understand that this is not how my body is supposed to be if it's optimally nourished, if it's being fed with the alkaline chemistry that it needs, if it's being fed with simple sugar that I don't need to be afraid of, because this is the energy source that my body literally was designed to combine with oxygen to turn into an energy cycle to produce ATP. This is literally what I need. I'm not going to be afraid of fruits anymore. I'm going to understand the beauty and the power within the fruits, and I'm going to drink this because I'm learning to love myself one sip at a time. And I love that my body has been able to protect and pad myself from all of the previous crap I've done to it. But I can release you now. I don't need you anymore now, because now I'm alkalizing my body. I'm not putting in that acid food anymore. I'm dealing with my habitual tendencies to run to food, to suppress an emotion. And I'm learning to utilize this food in the best and most divine way for my divine healing. That's how I want you to talk to your body. Okay, does that resonate? Let me know in the comments if that resonated with you. Say, that resonates. Let me know if that resonates. We're talking about does this new perspective of excess weight help resonate with you? And just let me know in the comments under that comment, does this perspective on excess weight resonate with you? Because once we can switch our perspective and our mental processes around the excess weight and what that even means for us, then we can release a whole bunch of negative energy that is stored within the body. It's a powerful, powerful perspective shift that has helped a lot of people that I work with. So, and you know, I wanted to just also mention my own journey with this. I started this 40-day juice detox, well, I'm on day 2 right now, but on day 0, I was 3 pounds heavier than I am now on day 2. So I'm down 3 pounds on the scale. According to Dr. Morse and according to, you know, a lot of people who do this work on a really high level, for somebody my height, I should weigh 105 pounds. And right now I weigh 128 pounds. And while I'm happy with my body and I love my curves and I love everything about me, I know that I can stand to lose 20 more pounds, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens on this protocol. I'm not really wanting to lose weight just to be skinny. You know what I mean? I want to not carry inflammation around on my body that is a symptom of an acid, toxic, stagnated system, right? Because I don't put any acid into my body anymore, but I've got 55 years of really good practice at putting acid into my body. So I'm really interested to see what the rest of this will do. Yes, it does resonate with me. Awesome, Tina. Tina says, yes, it does resonate with me. Tamar says, yes. Russell, for sure. I'm 245, pretty fit, but still should be around 205, right? Russell says, I'd also like to see you pull out the juicer combined with your grape juice. I'm not going to be juicing on this protocol. I'm going to be getting, as far as I know, that's my plan. I'm going to be using this. So Russell, I've done tons of Saturday morning, Saturday noon juicing videos, so you can check those out. I'm also going to upload those on my YouTube channel. So weight loss, mild cleansing effect, weight loss, average 8 to 15 pounds in 2 weeks. Depends upon the level of thyroid weakness. Could be as little as 2 pounds. So if you're not losing weight, it could be a sign of thyroid weakness. And Payne says, yes, it resonates. Russell says, I'm 51, super active, ski, bike, skate, etc. But with my extra weight, got a hip replacement. Yes, well, the newsflash, you got a hip replacement. The extra weight was also a symptom of your acidosis that came at the same time as the weight, right? Or it seems like, oh, I gained extra weight. That's why I needed a hip replacement or a knee replacement, because my knees and my hips couldn't bear the weight, and that is true. But what is happening is that the weight gain is a sign, a symptom of your acidosis, and your deterioration in your hip joints is also a symptom of acidosis. It has to do with calcium leaching from the body because you're acidic, as I talked about a little while ago. You're acidic, so the body is going to pull calcium out of all of the weak parts of your structure, and it is going to, in order to buffer the calcium, the acid in the body. It's also, you know, your cartilage is wearing down and weakening over time. Acids corrode, that's what acids do. So, you know, all of that, your hip replacement could have been avoided. But now you know, so that, you know, you don't have to go have your knees replaced like one of my other clients, God bless her. Chills is another sign of a mild cleansing effect. I get that all the time. Like sometimes I need to go have a hot shower because I can't wake up. I'm freezing on the inside all the time when I'm detoxing. That's okay. When that happens, I don't freak out. I put another layer on, or I go have a hot shower and I'm like, yes, I'm detoxing. Bring it. That's why I came. That's why I came. Eunice says, yes, absolutely resonates with me. I've struggled with weight for as long as I can remember. Yes, Eunice, a lot of us have, but we've been eating an acid diet for as long as we can remember, and we've destroyed and damaged our thyroid glands, which also controls weight. So doing this is really going to help you a lot. Emotions rising up, such as mild crying, anger, or even laughter. Oh God, I've been there. And not just when I cry on a Facebook video because I'm overcome with emotion. I remember around day 10, And day 10 for a lot of people is when this stuff is going to ramp up and kick up into high gear. I kid you not. A lot of people have some serious detox symptoms go down, and you can handle it. I'm here to help you. I'm here to walk you. I'm here to take your hand. I'm here to give you my hand and walk you through this process. And if any of you are going through stuff and you just need an extra personal, support, a touchstone, a hand to walk you through, and you need to talk to me outside of the Facebook Live videos, then reach out to me. That reminds me, follow my stories. I cannot stress this enough. If you're going through this live with me now in October of 2020, I am on my stories all the time sharing my behind the scenes stuff of before and after I do these videos, and I am supporting you and I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you and I'm like, how are you doing? This is where I'm at. How are you doing? Like, I'm touching base with you, not just in this Facebook Live, and I realize it's 2:39, which means that, I've been on the go talking here since noon, so we're having a freaking amazing, is this not the best class ever? Is this not the best class ever? Have you guys ever taken a course where you get to just hang out and learn so much and understand and share and come together in community? Where else have you had this kind of interaction? And drop a heart in there. Drop a heart emoji in there if you are having the best time ever with this class. I swear to God, this is like the best class I've ever been in, and I'm so honored and blessed to be leading you guys. Okay, so emotions, your emotions are going to rise up. This is the emotional body detoxing. Don't be afraid of it. When it happens, let the people around you know, I'm just detoxing. I feel angry. I feel mad. I feel sad. I feel happy. I'm detoxing. This is just love me where I am. This is what I often say to my family. Everything that comes out of my mouth right now, disregard, because I'm just dealing with something. I'm just processing this shit out of me. Am I caught up? You're back. Yay. Alana's back. Alana's back. Short-term nosebleeds. Yes, Alana, we're still on the mild cleansing effects. We're still on the mild cleansing effects. And as I read through this list, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get to the end of the mild cleansing effects, and then I'm going to go into the other cleansing effects tomorrow, because really, I just love breaking it down. It's not just about, what are the cleansing, what are the detox symptoms. It's about understanding why we might experience these detox symptoms, right? And a lot of us are experiencing this healing journey on many different levels and doing, some really powerful work. And I want to honor that in you. I want to read through these healing crises and really break it down for you so you can understand why this kind of stuff is happening, and go like Berns did when Berns said, oh yeah, I have had a lot of heartburn. Wow, it's all coming together. It's all the pieces are all clicking now, and you're starting to realize, oh, right, I've had that too. That's what that was. That's what all of this is. I think I'm feeling it. Yes, you're feeling it. Oh, thank you, Pain. Pain says, heart, the best you are. The best, ... you are. Thank you so much. Tamar sends a big heart. Yes, you are feeling it. So another one, we're going to go through a couple more of these. Another one is, so short-term nosebleeds, some rectal bleeding, hemorrhoids, or lesions. So I want to talk about that. And then minor blood in the urine. So I've had the rectal bleeding. My boyfriend has had it. A lot of my clients have had it. They're like, what is going on? And itching around the rectum. Sometimes when you get a little tiny little tear or a tiny little lesion right at the anal sphincter, right where you poop out of, right at your your butthole. I don't know how many other ways to say that. I'm sorry. We're trying to demystify and get comfortable with all of our body parts, right? And all of the processes. But you know how when you get a tiny little cut anywhere on your skin, how it can get really itchy? Like that inflammation, redness, itchiness is all the body's natural rushing in with fluid, with blood supply to help heal over a wound. So it's very, very normal to get some rectal bleeding. It's very normal to get some hemorrhoids, especially if you've had hemorrhoids in the past. You can pretty much guarantee that your hemorrhoids are going to resurface. Don't be afraid of it. Understand that it is part of the detox process, part of the healing process. This is why you came. You came here to heal your body, did you not? Well, when you have detox symptoms that are going to show up, I want you to say, all right, let's go. This is why I came. I'm going to ride this stallion all the way to the end. I'm going to ride it, and I'm going to ride it with love until I get to the end with it, and it's calm, and it's cool, and it's collected, and Alana, you just yelled. Alana says, I just yelled, your butthole, LOL. I hope you're not around people who are going to be like, what the hell is, what? I hope you're not in the office when you're yelling that. That's hilarious. So you're going to experience that. Now, I want to touch a little bit about the poop situation. So I talked a little bit about that at some point today. Your bowel movements are going to change. You should still be having at least one bowel movement a day. I have found, and my clients have found, that we have more. You don't need to be chained to the house. You just need to be aware that, you know, you want to be aware. Don't trust any farts, guys. I'm just warning you. Don't say Berns didn't tell you. Don't trust that fart. That fart may feel like it's a fart coming, but you might have a little accident. How do I know this? Because I've had my clients tell me the same thing. How do I know this? It hasn't happened to me, but I could see, I could understand how, oh, that poop came out of me so quick and easy as I sat on the toilet. I didn't even realize I had that much poop to come out, and a little bit of a, you know, okay, it's time to release right now, and bang, I've got a whole toilet bowl full of stuff. So don't trust that fart. Don't pass a bathroom. Don't trust that fart. Okay? Never pass a bathroom. If you're in a position or a place to go to the bathroom, stop and go for a pee, right? And never trust a fart, because it could get messy. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. PSA, public service announcement. Well, here's what I noticed with my bowel movements today. I had 2 bowel movements right away in the morning, which is not unusual for me. And your bowel movements start changing when you do this kind of program. It might get more loose. It might look like pure. It may feel like you're pooping out pure water. It may feel like you're pooping out like a strand of pearls almost. It might feel like that coming out. It might feel like you're just pooping out pure water. And when you look in the toilet bowl, and I highly encourage you guys to examine what's coming out of you. And if you're really bold and really brave, I want you to take a picture of every bowel movement that you have so that you can see what has come out of you at the end of all of this. Because when you realize that you are not eating solid food and you are passing so much fecal matter, it's going to blow your mind. Where is this fecal matter coming from? How am I able to poop all this poop out? What is going on? I'm not eating any food. I'm not eating any fiber. Where is it coming from? And it's coming from your small intestines. It's the stuff that's been stuck in there that hasn't been getting out for as long as you've been on this planet, in this body. It's crazy. Stuff gets stuck in there for decades. Cindy says it will happen on the grapes. It's happened on the grapes with me, Cindy, and it has happened on, oh, you mean the farting, never trust a fart. Yeah, it happens on all kinds of fruits for people. Apples are very moving for the bowels as well. And the reason for that is that this food is so electric. And when we take it in, it goes into our cellular, and goes into our entire body. And a bowel movement is an actual electric, energetic activity. So this is a very electrifying and a very stimulating in and of itself process to go through, as it stimulates the bowels to pull and to release and to get stuff out. Lizzie Lou says, yeah, not brave enough to be keeping pictures. My kids look through my pictures, LOL. Here's a little tip. In your phone, you have a feature on your in your photo album where you can hide a picture. So after I take the picture, because I don't want to see my poop in my camera roll either. God, like, I know it's mine, but sometimes it's like, and so what I do is I take the picture and then I scroll up where it says hide. You know where you can scroll up after you take a picture, you press on a picture and then you have a menu that drops down where you can share it, you can add it to an album, you can also keep scrolling down. There's at least on my iPhone, there's a function where you can say hide. You can hide that picture, and that picture goes into a hidden album, a hidden picture album. And if you click on that album, that's where you see all of the pictures that you've hidden, but it's not on your main camera roll, so you're safe. Lizzie, you want to see, out of pure curiosity down the road, and I'm not even kidding you, when I first heard that people were doing this, I was like, dude, that's sick. That's like gross, like, ugh, what? And then I realized the benefit of it, because then when I started coaching people to do what I was doing, to heal their body and to naturally get their bodies back into proper function, what I found was they would message me and they would say, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. What is happening with my poop? And I'd be like, I don't know, send me a picture. And they were like, what, really? I'm like, yeah, it's not the favorite thing to get on my phone popping up, I'll tell you that for sure. But I'm not put off by it either, because it's just, everybody has sent me pictures of what I've seen in my own toilet. So when we realize that these are the natural eliminative processes, and we're going to be getting into talking about the elimination. Remember, this is a 40-day course. Most of the classes are 2 hours long. This one is 3 hours long. Had a little bit of technical difficulty, but that's okay. And what we're doing is we're really getting involved and in deep and talking about things that are coming up for us. It's experiential, it's hands-on. People are in the comments, taking part in the class. I'm addressing your questions one-on-one as if you were in my physical classroom. Lizzie says, did not know that. We'll test the hidden feature. Ha ha ha. Yeah, test it out. Test it out. It's just fascinating to see what has come out of my body, especially those first 40 days. I stopped taking pictures around 60 days. Once you start back eating food, you're going to see your stool forming up more into like a snake formation, you know, like a log that's kind of a swirly log like that. But even then, in the beginning of even going back into eating, in the beginning of transitioning to including like 20% chewing food and still keeping the 80% juicing, what you're going to find is that your bowel movements are slowly going to start moving back into a more formed nature. But it's still, when you take a little piece of toilet paper, I make a little toilet paper log and then I swirl it around to see what's in there. Guys, I've seen parasites, I've seen tapeworms, I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff come out of me, and it's very reassuring, and it's very you know, informative and insightful as to what has been in my intestines. And I'm the kind of person, I'm curious. I want to see what's happening. I want to understand what's going on in my body. This is why I came. I came here to get this toxic stuff out, so I'm not going to be afraid of it when it happens. I'm not going to be afraid of these mild cleansing effects. Tomorrow, in tomorrow's class, we are on day 3, and in tomorrow's class we're going to be talking about the moderate cleansing effects, and we're going to be checking in to make sure that everybody has all of their questions answered. So if you have any questions right now, as we are in the home stretch of today's class. And I want to congratulate you if you're watching this live and you've stuck it through and you're watching this on the replay and you're still involved and you're still interested. I just want to thank you so much for taking this opportunity to heal yourself and to get the information on how to heal yourself, because without the information on how to heal yourself, it's just so much harder to do it. There's so much confusion out there, right? So as we're in the home stretch of this, I want to talk a little bit. I don't know what I was going to say after that, but let me just see. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys, if you have any questions today on your day 2, I want you to type them into the comments right now and let me address those before class time is over here. Jody says, sorry, I have missed the first lot. Can I use red organic grape juice? Having trouble finding black or Concord juice? Yes. Yes, if you can use, if that's all you can find, then yes, definitely. What is Dali eating? So right now, Dali is, and he has been, so Dali started this on June 21st, so it's been about 120 days for him. And some of you might know that he works a very intensive, very physical construction job. He works about 12 hours a day. And since the beginning, since he has started this, he has been almost 100% exclusive watermelon. He will have watermelon juice to the tune of about 6 liters a day while on the job and while at home at night. He was, for a time when I was really making a lot more of the raw vegan meals, you know, he was eating that in the evening. And then I want to say about a month ago or maybe 3 weeks ago, he just was craving more juice when he got home. So he might have a couple bananas, a couple of apples during the day, in the evening when he gets home, but he is for the most part all on, Cindy, what is Dali eating since you're on strike? He's doing his full-on juice cleanse as well. What is he eating? I think he buys like bananas. I don't even know because I don't shop when I'm on my sabbatical from the kitchen and the sabbatical from grocery shopping. My sabbatical from the kitchen means that I can devote all of my time with you guys in the classroom here, in the Vintage Glamper, in the beautiful Glenda, in the Vintage Glamper. This allows me to, you know, put all of my focus and all of my attention and all of my energy in here instead of, you know, going out and grocery shopping and making things and testing out raw vegan recipes, which I do love and which is all coming at you guys as soon as we start transition. As soon as I start transitioning into eating 80% juicing, 20% eating raw vegan at the end of this 40-day juice cleanse, then I'm going to start back showing and doing things in the kitchen. But right now, he's loving the all juice. It's watermelon season. Looks like it's officially done. We cannot find any watermelon in the grocery stores anymore. So that means for him that he is instead using honeydew and cantaloupe melons, and he's loving it. Also pineapple. So that is what he is loving eating right now. So let me know any other questions. What are you having detox symptoms? How is your energy? How you know, let me know in the comments so that I can give you a little shout out and let you guys know any feedback or thoughts that I might have. I will say last night I was feeling more tired early on in the evening. I'm a night owl, like the rest of this household is, and I could easily stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning, easily. And I like my bedtime to be around 10 o'clock, and I've been scaling it back, you know, consistently so that it gets closer and closer to that 10 o'clock. But what I noticed last night was that I was done. I was toast. 7:30, 8 o'clock came around, and I'm like, Snoozeville, I'll see you later. And I think that's when I posted the my video on my Facebook page. But like I said, follow my stories, because I take you guys through what I go through during the day outside of these Facebook Live videos, right? I take you guys on my day outside of that. I show you, you know, the fun things that I do. I show you the not so fun things that I do. I show you the mundane, but I connect with you guys. I'm there with you, and I want you to know that I'm there with you in real time, especially if you're blessed enough to be doing this with me right now live on October 20th, 2020. It's 10/20/2020 today. How cool is that number? And you're so blessed if you're able to do this with me live right now, as opposed to, you know, catching this video later at some point down the road on YouTube or on my Instagram, IGTV or whatever, or catching it on a Facebook. You're so lucky because you can see my life as it unfolds. You can go through the experience with me. Don't worry, I'm never going to show you any gross or any, you know, bowel movement, anything. So don't worry, all right? Sometimes I might show you my urine that's been filtered in a mason jar. I've shown you guys that before, but you know, I'm here to share this experience with you as you go through it too. This is an experiential and interactive class, and if you are blessed enough to be doing this live with me, ride it all the way. Take advantage of all of the resources that I'm dropping for you in my stories, okay? Wow. So good. Alana says, my energy is great. Cleaning the Jeep last night, I was exhausted. Yeah, so you're going to go through these different periods, right? Give yourselves the permission to take it easy. Let your family know what you are doing. Let them know that you're doing this because it's extremely important for you to heal your body so that you can be stronger and healthier for them. Let them know that what you are doing is safe and healthy. If they are concerned and open and want to talk to me about what it is exactly that they're doing, or they want to tap into some of these videos so that they can understand the health benefits of doing this and not be afraid of the too much sugar in the fruit juice and how many calories is grape juice, put that crap out of your mind. This is not about calories. This is about the power of detoxification by using the fuel that our body is designed to use. That's what this is about. So I also recommend not talking too much to too many people until you feel like you can confidently convey like what you're doing. You can say, hey, I'm on a healing journey. If you would like more information, check out Dr. Robert Morse on YouTube. Check out Berns, what she's doing on YouTube, on Facebook. Check out, you know, there are a lot of really great people that have confidently led a lot of people into their health and healing with all of this. So don't be afraid of it. Don't be put off by what other people think. Understand when you hear objections from other people that that is coming from a place of not having the right information, and that you now have the right information, and that you are doing this to heal your body because you understand now that it's the chemistry that you've been putting into your body by the way of the foods you eat, the drinks that you drink, the medication that you've been putting in, the chemotherapy that you've been subjected to, all of that stuff. Understand why you're doing it and walk in this confidently with a really settled heart that you're on the right path, that you're not going to listen to the other theories and the other, yeah, but what about? No. Head down, blinders on, fruits, melons, and berries. Get this job done. All right? Don't be afraid of the detox symptoms. Don't be afraid of what other people will say. Don't be afraid of the emotions that come up. That's just another detox symptom. You talked about it right here. Emotions rising up, such as mild crying, anger, or even laughter. You know, don't be afraid of this process. You're strong. You're stronger than you think. You're stronger than you think. So thank you so much, everybody, for this second class in our 40 class course, where we are diving deep once again, as my beautiful friend Ralph Smart of Infinite Waters says, diving deep once again into our healing, because this is what it is all about. This is where it is at. I love you guys immensely. Let's do this again tomorrow, noon, right here. I'm about to upload both of these videos onto my YouTube channel. Go check that out. It is the Real Juicy Detox, or it might be Berns Bedard on YouTube. I am the Real Juicy Detox and Berns Bedard on Instagram. I am Berns Bedard here on Facebook, where I'm originally streaming this live. And yes, head down, Alana. Alana says, head down, blinders on, fruits, melons, and berries, baby. All the way home, all the way home. We're going to be here tomorrow talking about moderate cleansing effects, strong cleansing effects, and anything else that comes up. We're here to support you. We are here to love each other through this process, and we are loving ourselves back to health, one sip at a time. Yes, pain. Head down, blinders on, get this job done. Day 2, oh yeah, baby. Day 2 on 10/20/2020. Total 7 perfection. Holy crap, that is total 7 perfection. 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 2 is, in fact, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's actually 9. No, day 2. Okay, day 2 on the date, total 7. 10/20/2020. Beautiful, divine. Day 2 is almost over. Juice up. Go into the evening drinking more juice. It's the evening time that gets so many of us, right? We're looking around. We're like, oh, I'm used to eating at this time of day. Drink more juice. Be full on juice. You will not be tempted to eat. Did you order more juice cases? No, I have not, but I have enough in the fridge to last me until Thursday-ish. So a couple more days, maybe 2.5, 3 days. I can't remember, but there's enough in there, and I know where I can get some more, so we're good. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you so much. God bless you, and let's keep doing this. We will see you tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm just so happy. Yeah, I love you guys. Mwah.